One of them is a really decent man who's done a lot to improve lives in this country, and that's Joe Biden.
And you ain't black. Chocolate chip.
How many times do you have to prove we can't be trusted?
I'll be out there supporting him.
Kids, don't try this at home, okay? What John Legend is about to do is make a fool of himself, okay? I want to make a good point here about Hollyweird, okay? Actors, singers, dancers, these people making trillions of dollars with their talents, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, if you got a talent, if you could sing like a hummingbird, I don't know, you could rap or something like that, or Jay-Z, whatever. We don't listen to any of that crap. But if you got a talent, that's great. But when you start talking about politics and you know nothing about what you're talking about, somebody that knows more about politics than you do is going to check you, okay? This guy's been crying his face off. Wants to attack Trump. He doesn't know anything about Trump's policies, okay? He said the First Step Act was a small deal, basically, okay? These people cannot give credit where credit is due. I want to go ahead and react to this video of John Legend and Jen Psaki, of all people.
One of the things that you hear from Trump's supporters is that he signed the First Step Act in 2018. He's a partner in this effort. What do you say to people who say, "Oh no, he would be an ally. Look what he did in 2018."
He's not been an ally. I mean, I think the First Step Act was fine. It was a very kind of small reform, and to be honest, most of the reform we need is on the local and state level, because most incarceration is local and state, and most of the laws that end up being criminally enforced are local and state laws. That being
all right, so local and state laws, yeah. Got a lot of black on black crime in the inner city there, John, where you would never live, move, or go to, okay? All right, so that's the first thing. You're totally out of touch with what's actually happening out here on the streets. All right, Johnny boy. The First Step Act was actually a pretty big deal. All right. This actually took effect in my own family. This actually had an impact in my own family. Had a cousin locked up for many years, okay, for a crime that he didn't do. Okay. When he got locked up, his son was a baby. When he got out, his son owned a boat and got out of the Navy. Okay. John Legend, here's one reason why you have no idea what you're talking about right now. Let's keep going.
Said, at the same time, he's claiming credit for those small things. He's also saying, if people are stealing something, they should get shot in the middle of the store.
Yeah, that is brilliant. Let me tell you why, John Legend. Because criminals right now are putting people out of business. Probably something you know nothing about. Anybody tried to steal your voice lately? No, probably not. Okay. If you have copyrights to protect you, Mr. Legend. All right. But if you own a brick and mortar, if you own a storefront, okay, and people want to break in and steal whatever they like in California, lots of businesses are shutting down. Have you seen those news clips? Have you seen any of those 10-second clips there? All right, because that's what you're talking about right now. 10-second clips. All right. Under Trump, energy independence, totally. Funded HBCUs like no other president. Okay. They love Trump because of what he's actually done. When you look at videos of Trump interacting with people of color, he's very natural. All right. Joe Biden, he signed the 94 crime bill. Okay. He was responsible for locking a lot of black people up, John Legend. Did you know that? Did you have any idea that he was good friends with Strom Thurmond, who was a part of the KKK? Did you know all these things? Because they're all over the internet. Just like you found these 10-second clips about Trump talking about people getting shot in stores. Yeah. Okay. We're tired of criminals running amok out here, John, while you're flying by in your helicopter or in your private jet. We're down here on the ground getting robbed and shot at. You understand that? Do you feel me, son?
When we protested the killing of George Floyd, he was advocating for...
George Floyd was a criminal, okay? Held a pregnant lady at gunpoint, all right? He had. Let me say that again, slowly. George Floyd was a criminal. Rap sheet longer than my legs. George Floyd held a pregnant lady at gunpoint. Okay? When the police stopped George Floyd, he was taking a counterfeit bill into a store. He was on fentanyl, John Legend. Do you understand what that is? Do you understand what fentanyl is? Okay. All right, John. You don't know what's going on out here on the streets. If we want to talk about police killing people, if you want to, as a matter of fact, John Legend, if you want to riot, if you want to say anything about the death of black people, don't you think that we should start with the little children being shot down in the inner cities? How about Sequoia Turner, John Legend? Huh? They tell you anything about her? Did they tell you how true the vote? Some of Trump's people helped to find Sequoia's murderer using their technology. Did you know anything about that, John Legend? When have you ever talked about these little children being shot in Chicago? I haven't seen you say anything about none of these people. I'm going to scour the internet and see if I can find any 10-second clips of you talking about the black on black crime that's destroying the black neighborhoods. All right. Not a word about the fentanyl. Not a word about the illegals coming in, stealing jobs. When's the last time somebody stole your voice?
The military to shoot us in the streets. He's made it clear throughout his life that he believes black people are inferior. Like he believes that to his core.
You're talking to Jen Psaki. You guys are all on the wrong side of things, man. You're really on the wrong side. All right. Golly, I wish I could sit down and have a word with you. I really wish that we could have a debate, an honest, healthy debate, so we can pick your brain and ask you where you got all these clips from and when you got all this information from. Okay. All right. They want you to believe that Trump is a racist. Okay. They literally need you to believe this, John Legend. You're being brainwashed. You're too busy singing. All right. You're flying around the country doing world tours. You don't know what's going on, bro. But wait till you find out that you've been lied to. Okay.
Core in his bones. He wouldn't let us live in his buildings back in the day. But also when you hear
John, who wouldn't Trump let live in his buildings? Did Jay-Z tell you that story? What's Jay-Z been talking about all these years, John? Didn't you do songs with Jay-Z? Jay-Z talked about selling drugs, murdering people, okay, on his records. This is what he has said openly, okay? Under the First Amendment, Jay-Z's been protected, John Legend. You've been on songs and you've been on videos hanging out with these guys. Okay? That's what you've been doing. Tell us, John Legend, are you a crack dealer? Is Jay-Z a crack dealer? Does he sell cocaine still? Because he's rapped about it a lot, okay? He might not be doing it now, but he's rapped about it a lot. You've been on records with him. You've been in the studio with him, I'm pretty sure. All right? Let's talk a little bit about some of these black billionaires, all right? Let's talk a little bit about that kind of stuff, all right? Let's talk about how many drug dealers that Jay-Z has influenced, all right, that all your crew members have been influenced by. Let's talk a little bit about that before you open your mouth about one of the greatest presidents in United States history. You know.
Some of the stray comments he makes, he clearly believes in a genetic hierarchy of humanity.
Where the hell are you getting this stuff from, John? Where do you get this stuff from? Okay, you're saying this with a straight face, John Legend. Where are you getting all these things from, John? I don't understand.
Determined. So he is a tried and true, dyed in the wool racist. Like in the core of his being, he's a racist.
You ain't black.
So I don't want to hear what he has to say about what he's done for black people. He's done very little for us.
The hell you say?
And
wow. What has Joe Biden done for the black community? Why don't you ask Charlemagne?
You ain't black.
Okay. Why don't you ask Charlemagne, John, because you're the donkey of the day right now. That's who you are. Talking about how racist Trump is when Biden is clearly, openly racist. Okay, he's clearly racist, and you're saying that he's a decent man. That's what you said. Unbelievable. Yeah, you stupid. John Legend, you're stupid. All right. Charlamagne need to call you up right now and give you the donkey of the day. He really does. All right, even Charlamagne knows about all this stuff here, John. Why are you just catching up? Why are you still behind? Why haven't you figured this out yet, John Legend? You're not a legend, okay? You're a clown. That's what you are, bro. That's literally what you are, man. All right, I don't believe in attacking people. Really, I don't. But when people lie like this, and they don't know what they like, you're basing something on some news clips. All right, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's very clear and evident. More than half of America knows that you have no idea what you're talking about. I hope you realize that. One day you're gonna realize that you've been lied to, and it's gonna hurt, bro. It's gonna hurt because in your heart, you're not a true racist. I know you're not. All right, you're just believing what everybody's telling you in your circle. All right, which is very small, very liberal, and probably very white too. All right, you're talking to a white lady right now about another white person being racist. It's just stupid. Why don't we let this stuff go, bro? It's getting dumb, you know.
He is at his core truly a racist, and you even hear what he says about immigration and which countries he wants people to come in from.
These are all MSNBC, CNN news clips that he's thinking about. You know, they take this stuff so out of context, and it just doesn't make any sense for people to repeat this stuff, man, without any sort of proof to back it up. They ain't got no receipts. You're just saying what you hear on the news. This is crazy, man. All right, we actually followed Trump. We've been following Trump for a long time. Been watching every word he's saying. The whole entire videos. We go and actually search the whole entire videos. I do that as a YouTuber. I go out and see what he said myself. I search the videos. Listen to the whole entire thing. You wouldn't believe how much time I have to spend to do this. Just to prove to you that he ain't a racist. Okay? It's absolutely crazy, man. You guys still believe this crap. I want you to go talk to Dwayne Johnson. Why don't you talk to some of the people that met Trump? All right? Why don't you go do that? Get out of your little bubble here. You and Jay-Z and Beyonce. Why don't y'all get out of your little bubble here? Why don't you go talk to Kanye? Why don't y'all good friends? These people are crazy, man. John Legend, you're soft too, by the way. You're a very soft man. All right? You're on TV crying all the time. And people got to bring you handkerchiefs to clean your face. But you needed some testosterone supplements, bro.
They all are very white.
That is true. That's something pretty universal about them. So I knew you were active on the campaign trail in 20.
How weird is this, man? How freaking weird is this? You got to talk bad about white people in front of white people. It's just stupid. This is stupid, man. Don't listen to these guys. The reason why I said don't try this at home, just don't listen to these highly weird singers and actors. They have no idea what they're talking about. Literally, they don't know what they're talking about. They're too rich and elite, okay, to understand anything that's going on in your community, all right? You're a regular person. Okay, these people don't live average lives. They don't live regular lives, guys, okay? You can't imagine how lavish they live their life, okay? You can hear it in his voice. He's stuck up. He's a snob. And he's got low testosterone because he's crying all the time. But he's got high estrogen. I bet you that. Okay? And these guys are so out of touch with America. Trump is actually so in touch with America. The real American patriots who understand business. We understand what it's like to start a business from the ground on up. We understand how bad the regulations is. We understand how bad the regulations are in the liberal cities. We understand what they're trying to do. We understand they want to collapse our dollar. These elites don't understand any of that. They're too far rich. They're so filthy rich, it's crazy. The liberals pay them so much money to go along with their little plans. But what you're going to see is that none of that even matters when you've been lied to. When you've been lied to, guys, you would trade anything for the truth. Okay? You'll trade all that wealth. You'll trade all of that just to hear the truth. I pray in the name of Yeshua that John Legend come to his senses one day, that he snap out of it. These people done sold their souls, man. Jen Psaki don't mean well. She does not mean well, bro. All right, she's a puppet, man. All right, if you ain't LGBTQ or you ain't black liberal, they don't like you, man. They don't like you. They don't like you if you love America. All right, if you're a business owner, they don't like you, man. They're government employees. That's basically what John Legend is. He's a government singer. He works for the government. He works for our United States government. Okay, that's all he is, man. All right, Rob De Niro, all of them. They're all Hollywood actors and singers. They don't know anything about what's going on out here. Couldn't tell you how much a loaf of bread is to save their lives. Literally, they probably couldn't tell you to save their lives. All right. They don't know the average income of a household. They don't know any of that stuff. They don't know what it's like struggling. They have no idea what it's like to have a business and have a hard time hiring people. They probably have no idea. They don't do any of that stuff for them. They don't do any of that stuff for themselves. So.
When you have a lot on your plate, are you going to be out there campaigning for Joe Biden this fall?
Yeah, we'll get out there probably late.
See, that's all she wants to know. That we got a celebrity, a black man celebrity, John Legend. We're going to use him to tell his audience who to vote for. This some punk bullcrap, man. It really is. This is the first people they run to is these elites. They start them off early. Come on, guys. We need you to get together. Come on. Just like they did to The Rock. And then The Rock saw how badly divided his fan base became because he came out and supported Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Didn't know anything about politics. He admitted that. He didn't know anything about politics, but he came out here and pretended like this was the best thing to do if you were American. Now he regrets. He said it hurts him to his soul or something like that. He said it hurts him every day that he did that. I bet that it hurt because he understands how incompetent Joe Biden is. For the fact that this man would even think about voting for Joe Biden, to me it just says everything we need to know. He's just not paying attention. He doesn't care anything about what Joe Biden's doing wrong, bad, or anybody on the bottom. None of that. Just orange man bad. Trump is racist. Don't listen to these Hollywood people, man. Don't listen to these superstars, man. They have no idea. We actually love you. You're Patriot family. You're conservatives. We actually really love you for real. All right. Patriots, we'll help you. Now, these people will look at you and laugh at you, okay, if you need something. That's what these people are. They'll treat you like peasants, okay? Keep them away from us. That's who they are. That's exactly who they are. All right? These guys got so many fans, people dying to get to their concerts, and they probably go on the backstage and talk crap about them, how they want to get people away from them, how they don't want people to touch them without hand sanitizer. Stupid stuff. Anyway, this guy is not a legend. This guy is a beta male. Okay? Guys, this has been Yup, I Said It. People like this really upset me, man. Coming out here running their mouth. Don't have no idea what they're talking about. We like the policies, okay? How about that? Read Trump's platform. All right? Stop running your mouth about things you don't know what you're talking about, boy. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.